Hello, I'm Mariana if you're new here. If you're not, welcome back to my channel. I sound very congested because I have been sick for literally like the past 3 weeks. So I kind of been putting this voiceover off, but I've decided that it's been long enough. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this really quick and simple everyday makeup tutorial, eyeshadow tutorial. Very cute. Also, as always, there will be stages that you can stop at for this makeup tutorial to make it as simple as you want or as dramatic as you want. So we're going in with this Too Faced palette. This is a brand new palette. I did get this in the mail and I was gifted this palette. I will link it down below if you're interested in it. I'll leave all the details in the description, but the first shade that I'm going in with is going to be this dark brown shade. So I'm sticking to neutrals and natural tones for this look. So we're going to stay with the browns, the nudes, and this is the darkest shade that I will be working with today. And usually when I go for something really simple and something really natural, I like to kind of follow the contours around my eyes and kind of mimic that, deepen them up to kind of just create that shape and give it a little bit more depth, the shape that's already there. So I'm going in the outer corner with the dark brown, and I'm also bringing it in on the entire crease. So whatever is kind of like left on the brush, I'll go ahead and drag it on my crease toward the inner corner and kind of line the entire crease with the eyeshadow. And as I kind of disperse the pigment on the brush, and you can see it's getting lighter and lighter, I'll just drag it a little bit higher to make it easier for us to go ahead and blend in the next shade. So I'm going back in with that same dark brown. I decided that I wanted the outer corner to be a little bit darker. Just because this is like a neutral, natural look doesn't mean that we can't add a little bit of definition, a depth, some darkness, and make it a little bit smoky. Natural doesn't always mean that it has to be completely invisible makeup, but if that's what you like, then definitely go for one layer. You can always gradually add on more pigment and make it as dark as you want. So if that's something that you're kind of mindful of, then I'd say to start with like as less possible pigment as possible, and then just build from there. Then I went in with this kind of neutral shade, and I'm packing this. It's giving me like a peachy shade, but also kind of like brownish orange undertones. And I'm putting this on the entire inner to first half, first third of my lid, basically just filling in that negative space that we have created from just everywhere that dark brown isn't on the lid. So this is just going to go ahead and lighten this area up and brighten it up and kind of again mimic those shadows and that like natural shape that we have going on our eye, and also kind of contrast with the crease shade and make that look a little bit darker right next to it. I took the same shade and I'm kind of like blending it into the crease transition area. As I said before, we kind of blended that crease up a little bit with the leftover pigment on the brush, and I'm going ahead and blending the shade into that shade in the transition area. Then I went in with a white shade, and this is just going to act as a brow bone highlight. I do like to add some pigment in this area just to kind of mattify it, because when I am kind of going in with pigments that I want to show up as much as possible, I do put some concealer on my eye as eyeshadow primer, so I want to make sure that I have the same texture going on across my entire lid, even up toward the brow bone. And it also does give you a nice highlight and make your brow bone pop a little bit more, again kind of like defining that bone structure that we have going on our eyes. I also put it in the inner corner of my eyes to give myself a little highlight there as well and open up our eyes, and again kind of like going with that natural shape of your eye. And I'm also going in with that dark brown shade with a really compact skinny brush, so this is going to allow me to pack that shade on in a really thin line. And I'm kind of doing like a half wing where I started toward the inner half of my eye and dragged it out all the way to the outer corner and created a wing. You can definitely stop there, but I did take it all the way to the inner corner just to line the entire lid. I do like to use eyeshadow for these types of soft, natural, neutral looks as eyeliner, because I feel like it makes it just softer and more natural looking instead of like a really harsh, thick liquid liner wing. So that is what you can do. You don't have to do the eyeshadow if you don't want to, so definitely pick and choose, take what you need from this tutorial. And then I went ahead and cleaned it up with concealer just to kind of define that shape a little bit more and clean up the outer edge. This is also one of my favorite steps. It's going to make sure that both of your eyes look symmetrical, even though it's not completely 100% the same thing that's going on, the same placement and the same like amount of darkness, shade consistency, wherever. This is going to make sure that both of your eyes look nice and neat, symmetrical, and clean. So this is the final look on both eyes with just mascara. I do and I am pretty blessed with some nice long lashes. So this is me with just mascara on. Again, I will leave the details down below. And then I went ahead and added some falsies on the underneath of my lash line. I will add these details or these lashes below as well. I love these lashes. They're a TikTok shop that I found in a small business, so definitely go support them and let them know I sent you if you'd like to do that. But yeah, so this is a kind of like cluster lash situation that I added under here. They're like, it's not a full strip lash, but it's like a couple different pieces. So those were the phases of this look. Please let me know what you think. I really like the way that they came out. Didn't do anything on the lower lash line because we were staying daytime with this look. Yeah, let me know what you think. Don't forget to like this video before you leave and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!